why? What turns you on? So do you have any kinks? I don't know what the f***'s going on. Look around us. I have a foldable table in the middle of the street. What's your name?
My name is Jamie.
What brings you to Pride?
My cousin, just being a support, just being an ally to the community today.
How do you identify?
I identify as she, her.
And then what's your sexuality?
My sexuality is straight.
What turns you on? Do you have like any kinks or anything like that? Like I know you're straight, but what guys are you into?
It's not anyone in particular. It's just like if we have a connection, we have a connection. Everyone is human. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's no one in particular. It's just if we click, and that's all that matters.
I love that.
Thank you.
So do you have any kinks?
Yes, I do. Choking for sure.
Choking?
Yes.
That's fun. Anything else?
Mainly.
Any weird ones?
Not necessarily.
What's like the weirdest kink that you've learned about?
I don't know. I mean, like, nothing is necessarily weird. It's just whatever you're into, you know?
Okay, but if I was like, I really like it when people put their feet in my ass, wouldn't that make you feel weird?
That wouldn't make me feel weird. I'd be like, you know what? Whatever you're comfortable with, I completely understand that.
I love that. I love your energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it wouldn't matter what you're into, you know what I mean? It's like we're all human at the end of the day, and it's like whatever you're into, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't define who you are.
I love that.
Thank you.
Well, so for some people it does, right? Like I find that some people make that their identity.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that, like, if that's solely what you choose to do, that's not anything against you. I'm just saying, like, me personally, there's not one thing that makes you identify a certain way. It's just if that's what you feel comfortable in, then that's what you feel comfortable as.
Are you nervous at all right now?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. Are you used to being interviewed?
Not necessarily. I'm definitely not used to being interviewed, but I enjoy the chance and the availability to talk to someone new and hear a new perspective. That's what I'm all about. It's not necessarily like who's right, who's wrong. It's just a matter of opinion, right? And it's nice to hear other people's opinion and understand other points of views as well. That's just who I am personally.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me?
Not necessarily. I appreciate what you do, and I want you to keep doing what you do as well, because I feel like it's very important to make these conversations not anxious. Like, it doesn't have to be an uncomfortable space. If someone thinks it's uncomfortable, then by all means have your personal space. If you're here for it, then by all means. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We all like different things. We all experience the world as a different thing in general. So I think that's the most important part. It's just understand that we all come from different backgrounds. We're all human beings. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you like. We're all the same.
I want to know, where did you get this mentality and mindset from?
I just personally think it's my own mentality and mindset, like just growing up. You never put someone in a box. Like for myself too, it's like I'm so many things, I'm just not one thing. So you can't really say like, you are this because of this, right? And it's like whatever you feel comfortable bringing yourself into this world as, and whatever you feel comfortable talking about, that's what you talk about. And that's the people that you bring around you, and that's all that matters, you know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Because everyone is human, and everyone is going to have their own personalities, everyone's going to have their own ideas, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. It's just that you're staying true to yourself, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself.
Have you ever met somebody who thinks that your worldview is a little too idealistic?
Absolutely. I've had people talk to me and say, like, you're too enthusiastic.
Is that a weird thing to say that you're too of? You're too energetic, you're too nice, you're too optimistic. But why? Fuck you, whoever said that. You can look right in the camera and let them know. They can go fuck themselves.
I definitely feel like that is accurate. I am who I am, and that doesn't matter who you are at the end of the day. As long as you're making yourself happy, that's all that matters. I have definitely had people that say I am too optimistic, I am too idealistic about the world. I just wish people had the best in mind, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to necessarily agree with everyone, but you don't have to hate someone for their point of views, you know what I mean? Like,
I totally agree.
Human. If someone hated me for my point of views, that would make me feel pretty shitty. And it's like, I don't necessarily have to have you agree with me, but I don't have to have you hate me either.
I hate you for your point of view.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to leave because I feel uncomfortable. That's what that matters at the end of the day. It's like, we're all human, and I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you prefer. I don't care any of those things. I just want us to have that genuine connection and that genuine conversation. To me, personally, that's all that matters at the end of the day, is just how you are able to understand the world around you. It doesn't matter if you have a full 100% comprehension of it. It's just trying your best, you know what I mean? Like,
Give it the old college try every time.
absolutely. It doesn't mean that you have to fully understand everything that's happening around you. No one ever will. It's just
I don't know what the
trying your
fuck's going on. Look around us.
Neither do I. You know what I mean? So it's
I have
like
a
we're
foldable
all-
table in the middle of the street, and we're having a podcast.
We're all just trying our best, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. We're all here to support one another. That's all that matters at the end of the day. I identify as straight. I identify as she, her, but I know some other people in my family don't. And I respect that absolutely 100%. I'm here to support them, and that's why I'm here today.
Something stuck out to me while you were talking. You said it's important that people support you and they care about you and they listen to you. What does support and connection look like to you?
During anything, whether it's your sexuality and you're discovering who you are, or whether that's your mental health and you're discovering where you're at in your mental health.
Totally. I just mean like a more tangible example. Like, for example, if I was into you and I'm like, I want to connect with you, how can I make that happen?
I mean, honestly, it's just about
As a straight white woman and a straight white man, how can I, the straight white man, approach a straight white woman and make that connection?
I believe it's just starting like a conversation point, right? Like starting
Okay.
where your interests
We're there.
are and starting where like your beliefs are, and just starting from like A to Z and saying like, this is how I view the world, and if you don't, that's okay, but this is where I'm at.
That makes sense.
And it's not necessarily like you're expecting someone to align with what your thoughts and what your ideas are. You're just saying like, this is where I'm at. And if you don't meet that, that's not my issue.
So where are you at?
I'm at the sense where I understand everyone, and like, okay, that might not be me personally. I don't hold judgment. I don't hold hate. I don't hold discrimination against anyone. My family and my friends are like that, and I've been surrounded by that from the beginning.
Well, that's interesting. So growing up, you were kind of surrounded by discrimination and being judged, but you personally wanted to change that.
Absolutely.
Why
I
is
wanted
that?
To change the narrative, because I don't feel like they deserve that. I don't feel like anyone, doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what your preference is, nobody under the sun deserves hate and discrimination.
What about pedophiles and rapists?
Okay, well, that is a different situation.
They're nobodies.
They are definitely seeking out the wrong demographic.
That's one way to put it.
But again, I am not here to say, why are you the way that you are?
Okay.
I'm here to say, I understand that everyone is different. And I understand if certain people have different hardships than other people. It matters about how you choose to carry yourself at the end of the day. If you choose to be proud of who you are, that's all that matters.
Even if I'm a pedophile rapist?
I mean,
A proud one at that.
by all means, do what suits best for you, but a lot of people are gonna have a different stand on that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like I do agree with that. I'm not here to fight anyone on their viewpoints, on their ideologies, on their sexuality. I'm here to say I understand, I'm open, and I'm accepting.
I like the point of view. There's a part of me, just a small part of me, that's wondering if you're being PC. Are you afraid to share your true thoughts, or is this genuinely how you feel?
This is genuinely how I feel.
That's
on a
awesome.
day-to-day basis.
You seem like such a good person to be around. Like, I'm going to take down your information and just text you on a daily basis and be like, hey, I need my daily bring up.
I'm a hairstylist by trade.
Okay, my hair looks like shit, so I could really, I would love some hairstyling.
Why I say that, it doesn't matter what I do at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what anyone else does by the end of the day. I see everyone under the sun. I see young to old to X to Y. I see everyone under the sun. And I am accepting of everyone.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 21. I'm turning 22 in December.
I wonder if it's an age thing.
I'm not entirly sure.
Because there's a pure part of my soul that is like you. I feel like I started optimistic, I started happy. I loved...
Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying I was like that. Super
Yeah.
optimistic. I'm pretty sure that part of my soul has carried me to where I am today.
Absolutely.
But I would be ignorant if I said that there isn't a part of me that is jaded. Like, I have a darkness in me. I have hate in me.
Everyone has a darkness to them. I mean, like me personally, it's more self-hatred. That's my darkness.
Why? You're such a nice person.
That's exactly it. It's me being fully accepting of other people and me being really hard on myself. And this is where I'm going to get emotional in this podcast. And I appreciate that. I mean, like, it's really hard because you don't want anyone to feel the way that you feel. And you just appreciate the support and what everyone else has to offer, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I never want anyone to feel the way I feel, and I just want to be able to be that support and be able to be their rock that they need to be. But,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry, oh my God.
Okay, it's just, it's emotional because, like, I have depression and anxiety, and it's very hard because it's like you don't want anyone to feel that way. Like, you wouldn't wish that upon your worst enemy. Being like with your family and your friends and your people who are supportive, like, that's why I'm here today. I'm here to support my family, and I'm here to support the people that care about me, and I care about them, and that's ultimately why I'm here today, because I don't think I ever would have made my way out here just by myself on my own, but because my family, who is a part of the LGBT plus community, wanted me to come out here, I definitely came out here. And it's hard because you just don't want anyone to feel the way that you felt, you know?
Totally. I know that feeling to a T. So I started my own business. It's called Player 2. I think everyone in life is playing their own game, and you need a player 2 to get to the next level. So I very much resonate with your state of mind. I have always put other people before myself. Especially when you see somebody else succeed, you're like, oh, I could take the bullet as long as you walk for me.
Absolutely, and it's like seeing you live your best life and seeing you be happy and seeing you succeed is what makes me happy. It's what makes me want to push forward and strive through and all the above. It's so important to stay true to yourself and love the family that does truly support you as well, because you can definitely tell when people are just like, yeah, okay, whatever, right? Versus the people that are like, no, I want to be there, I want to give my 100% all to it and all the above.
Thank you so much for your time. Would you do me the honors and sign the table?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I appreciate
That's
everything
awesome.
that I've been able to talk to you about as well. I have a Sharpie marker.
Oh, you have a Sharpie?
Yeah, I do.
She came prepared.
Don't stop what you're doing as well. It doesn't matter. Fuck what other people think of you. All that matters is your own happiness, and then honestly, don't give a shit about other people's opinions. You know what I mean?
I love that. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of Pride.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can I have a hug?
Yeah, of
Thank
course. Have a good day.
you. Have a great day.
You too. Everybody here is accepting. Everybody here wants to support each other. And that's just beautiful energy to be surrounded by. So I'm excited to see who's going to be our next guest. And until then, peace. Boom.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the full uncut versions of all of the episodes, you can always check them out on Patreon at 6 Feet Apart Podcast.
I hate it here.